illegal. This is most certainly unlawful. This is absolutely a violation of my human rights, my civil rights, my constitutional assistance. Where are my sponsors? I had a sponsor. He was trying to sue the state of Illinois for negligence, got me an apartment. I was in there for 4 months before law enforcement, they were fake, not real law enforcement, kicked my fucking door down with a batter ram and threw me into the street. They were not real cops. So I have been being literally gang stalked for a matter of 4 years. I have been being robbed. They have stolen food. They have stolen clothes. They have stolen money. They have stolen peace of mind. They have stolen every fucking thing you can imagine. And I have been reduced from a 5-bedroom house with my 3 children where I lived alone as a single parent to this. If that puts it into perspective for you. This is what I have left. And I didn't even have this. This comes after working 20 jobs and using every one of my paychecks to purchase something, the tent, the sleeping bag, the clothing, because I have been robbed so many fucking times. I don't know where the fuck I'm going wrong. I don't know in what planet behavior like this is acceptable. I don't know how the police continue to receive a paycheck when they've done zero investigating on this case. And yes, I do think this case should take precedence to most other cases. Let's talk about it. Home invasion, rape, a bludgeoning, being jumped and stabbed. I have been attacked in every fucking way that there is. There are no crimes more violent than the ones I've lived through, other than murder, literally. And murders are not active cases. Once someone is dead, they're dead. I'm still alive, getting fucking abused and tortured. What the fuck is it going to take? How many live broadcasts do I need to record begging desperately for assistance before assistance comes? I mean, what is it? Do we need to deploy the National Guard? What needs to happen? And if for all the naysayers in the comments or the haters who are following me in real life, if you don't think that this situation is a matter of national security, domestic terrorism, obstruction of justice, etc., and so forth, I challenge you to switch spots with me for 3 weeks. I promise you wouldn't make it. And I've been doing this for 4 years. I want to press charges. I need assistance. What the fuck is it going to take? So now I'm pregnant. I have 3 ultrasounds. I have a bunch of positive pregnancy tests. I've gone to Northwestern Hospital, my own private physician's office, First Community Hospital, Rush Hospital. All of this shit is on file. There is no question. I finally, after 4 or 5 weeks, maybe even more, of calling for OB-gynecology referrals, found an OB-gynecologist out of St. Joe's. So we're shifting all of our stuff to the Lincoln Park area from where we were in the West Loop, and just so that we can be close to my doctor who's going to deliver the baby, and hopefully I can find employment. I last found a job at LA Fitness in Lakeview. Everything was great there. I got a call from Car Santos after a week of working there saying, quote, your background check came back and HR said you can no longer work here. I asked for a copy of the background check. He refused. I called HR LA Fitness and they said, and I quote, and I did this live. If you guys go back, I was at the Freehand Hotel. LA Fitness's HR said that Car Santos is no longer with the company, that he was let go for misconduct, and that there was never even a request for my background check filed. So they're throwing me out of paid employment. They're leaving me in a very dangerous outdoor state of oppression and abuse when I've been on my own supporting myself and putting a roof over my head since I was 14 years old, and I'm 36 years old now. No, I haven't had plastic surgery. I look young because I have Radiesse, Botox, and Juvederm. Yes, I paid for it out of my own pocket. Yes, I was employed at a 6-figure job before all of this began, selling renewable energy, solar energy, wind energy, etc., and so forth. Also deregulated energy. Do you want to know the difference? That's not the purpose of this, but I can tell you. Deregulated energy is energy purchased from the supplier that may or may not be clean energy. Renewable energy comes from sources that are renewable and in many cases clean, like solar, like wind farms, etc. and so forth. So the difference between deregulated and clean is that clean energy is renewable, is a renewable resource, and it comes from ways that don't pollute the environment. Deregulated energy, it can still be coming from the use of burning fossil fuels or coals, and it's purchased in large quantities at a low amount so that companies can resell it. Okay, that's the difference. In addition to selling energy, I also worked at multiple area hospitals for more than 15 years, Northwestern downtown, Alexian Brothers, Gottlieb Hospital. When all of this began for me in 2015, the very first nefarious involvement with internal affairs and the detectives that dragged me off of the street, questioning me about things I have no idea about, it more so felt as though they were briefing me. Like if they wanted me to be an FBI agent or something and they were briefing me on the case. But I'm not an FBI agent. I'm a single stay-at-home mom, okay? So besides all of my professional licensures and experience and my college education and my proven track record of success and the hundreds of people that I have who have written me letters of recommendation, including physicians, including unemployed other single moms, everyone under the sun from 0 income to 6 figures has written me a letter of recommendation. I am a good person and I have proven myself. I am tired of sitting outside in the fucking dirt. My daughter just started her senior year of high school. My youngest daughter just started her 3rd grade year or 2nd grade year. I don't even know. That's how fucked up you people have me. That is not okay. My youngest daughter is 9 years old. All 3 of my children were in my custody full time. Their fathers were weekend fathers. How do you think it affects my 3 small children to be ripped away from their mother and watch online all the reports of her being raped, assaulted, beaten, robbed? What do you think my kids think? Why don't the police help my mom? What's going on? You don't think children wonder that shit? And I, being the mom, have to make up some shit. It's okay, babe. They're working on it. It's okay. Don't worry. It's being handled. It's not fucking being handled. No one to this day has contacted me. What the fuck is going on here? You know, but for the sanity and health of my children, can you please put this on the street for me so I can start pushing? I can do this live broadcast from anywhere, please. But for the sake of my children, you know, I have to, like I've always said, if you guys have been fans for the longest, you know my parenting style is give them the truth, but alter it to their level of understanding. You're not going to tell a 17-year-old, no, I'm not being raped and beaten and robbed and abused, when there are published copies of police reports and that has happened to you. You're going to tell your kid, yeah, it happened, but I'm okay. Look at me. You see me? I'm fine, right? You're going to put a smile on your fucking face and some war paint, and you're going to pretend like you're fine. Because at the end of the day, your kids are fine if you're fine. So be fine, right? I'm not fucking fine. What the fuck? Who the fuck would be fine after all that? But I keep going. Every fucking day I keep going. How many days since all this began have you seen me just laying around? Less than 5, and I've been pregnant twice, lost twin babies, beaten, bludgeoned, stabbed 11 times, among other things. I have not gotten a chance to rest since this began, and I want to remind you all, I have no criminal record, I have no substance abuse issues. If I were a convicted felon or on parole or probation, do you think this would be allowed? No. If I went out and beat the fuck out of a person right now and caught an assault case, do you think I'd be wondering where my next meal would be coming from? No, I would not. So I want all of you who are still sleeping to understand that by us as a society not having systems in place for the homeless or for people being oppressed, we are directly opening the door for them to commit additional crimes in order for their survival. No human being, no animal for that matter, is going to just lay there and die. It is not a regular biological response. Animalistically, humans, animals, whomever, we're gonna fight for our lives. We're gonna fucking fight for our lives, period. If that means running in a store and stealing a meal, motherfucker, that's what's gonna happen. If it means running in a clothing store and robbing them for all their designer bags and then selling them on eBay. Hello, BLM, hello. Do I really need to be the one to say it? Why do you think all those stores got robbed during BLM? Why do you think all those people rioted during BLM? Because you have a demographic of person who is not being serviced in any way, who law enforcement won't respond to in any way, who are being victimized and left to die in poverty. But then you're shocked when push comes to shove and they shut the entire downtown area down to loot, to mob, to sell bags on eBay so they can feed their families. Where the fuck are we living that you people are more angry about the broken windows of the stores than you are the tremendous groups of people starving to death? Who are you fucking people? Let's have a junta. I want to meet you face to face. I'm tired of addressing these situations with peace and calm and being nice and soft-spoken. No one gives a fuck when you come correct. You have to come ignorant as hell to be heard. Ignorant. And I'm tired of looking ignorant because I'm not ignorant. I'm smart and I'm kind and I'm worthy and I'm abundant. And no one should be living life this way. No one, let alone a pregnant woman who has done nothing to society other than be a servant. My entire fucking life, my door has always been open. My fridge has always been open. I have cooked. I have taken care of. I have offered a sofa for. I have babysat. No one pays me to be a good person. You think motherfuckers are putting food in my fridge? No. It's me saying, no, I don't have any extra, but you know what? I can go get a box of pasta and 3 pounds of ground turkey and a jar of sauce, and I can cook for 5 or 10 people. You guys hungry? Here you go. Now let me ask you, if everyone in the world, and I'm at a financial disadvantage, but I have still done that my entire life, always. If everyone in the world did that, would we have anyone starving? The statistics are correct when they say 1 in 28. Do you know what that refers to? One homeless person for every 28 vacant properties. 28. That's 28 empty freestanding facilities. Empty. No one lives in for every one homeless person. Why do we have homeless people again? Seems like we have no need for anyone to be outside on the street, correct? At the end of the day, everyone who continues to go into my comments and perpetuate false narratives is 1,000% guilty of slander, of libel, of felony, RICO, organized crime, premeditated crime, where you are getting on my business pages, following me online and in real life, saying lies about who I am as a person that affects my ability to make sales, that affects my ability to survive, that affects my ability to feed my children. Get the fuck out of my comments and go bring yourself to the police station. Ask them to charge you for being a piece of fucking shit, because I'm sick of addressing you. Get the fuck out of my comments. Bye. For anyone who has anything of value to offer to this situation, as per usual, my DM is always open, always. For the rest of you, like I said, pick a time and place. I don't get into fights. I've never been in a fist fight in my life. Pick a time and place. Let's have this conversation as intellectuals in person. I'll even buy you a coffee. I'm sure my sponsors would spring for it. All these strong opinions you people have about motherfuckers who are actually good, hardworking, intelligent, proven, reliable, strong, moral, ethical, kind people, I want to meet with you. I want to meet with you all. Because at the end of the day, this campaign that I'm running goes on for life. And it's called what's your impact? And when I'm done with this live, I'm gonna circulate a little piece of art that I created under GoPro Solo, my production company, entitled, What is Your Impact? And I really want you all to shut the fuck up in my comments and go grab a piece of notebook paper and answer that question from the bottom of your heart. You don't have to show me. What has your impact been on others, on society, on yourself, on your family, on your place of business? When you're sitting here in the comments with your miserable fucking, Heather, be nice, be nice, be nice. When you're clearly hurting, so you decide to get in my comments and be awful to me and affect my ability to do business and my ability to continue on with life without wanting to hurt myself or cry all day, etc. and so forth. What's your impact? Are you doing anything positive for the world, for yourself, for me, for anyone? Because it seems like you are involved in an orchestrated and premeditated attempt to cause bodily harm, psychological distress, and